Hi, Brian McAuliffe, here to spend a few minutes with those interested in our new technology offering for education. For 35 years, we've provided technology for some of the most impressive properties in the metro area, and now we'd like to bring what we've learned working with that type of market to the school market. And we've done so under a brand called Insprints, which is a summary of our efforts after listening to schools to say what is exactly needed and how do we apply the latest technology into those spaces for longevity and for performance. Stop on our website, you can go to our new online catalog, which shows the products that we have for this category. They start off with this portable video wall that we have and using in this presentation, as a matter of fact. This is a 135-inch diagonal video wall which can fold and collapse and roll through a door. So the advantages there is that instead of projection where you have to dim the room or maybe get wiring done by an electrician, this becomes just a rolling large format. It is big enough for use on most auditorium stages. It's great in a gym or cafeteria for presentations, and a school can use one of these and get a lot of application use for it. This could be in the lobby when people first come in on a school night with marketing information or information about programs. It can be used as a scoreboard, and it's just really super flexible, and we're really happy with that particular product. Talking about video walls, this is new. Everybody is going to see a video wall somewhere. They've been used commercially as signage and such, but the technology there is very, very different when it comes to what you can get in the spectrum of video walls. We've spoke to a number of schools who've bought them early, and now they're stuck with product that's not supported. They've got parts, they're missing some teeth, if you will, some tiles, and they can't be replaced, and they spent like $100,000 on this board. The boards we sell are direct from the manufacturer. The manufacturer's been in our building more than once, and we have a relationship and spare parts here, and our technicians understand exactly how to put these in and are certified to do so. So the school or your facility is not taking a risk with these. You have Bri-Tech 35 years and our staff to look for service and for help. Along the line of video boards, we're seeing a lot of people, of schools, looking for video scoreboards. And we've partnered with ScoreVision, which is the best software for this application for keeping score. It's very easy, and it's just bulletproof and has lots of features. I can go into that with another video, but what you're seeing here is a complete scoreboard application, and this particular system we're using is 5.44 millimeters apart, high resolution for that format. So there are many boards available, but within a few years they're going to look dated. So this is our what we're considering the sweet spot between a high performance board that you can get at a reasonable price. And again, these are installed by and serviced by our team here at Bri-Tech. So it's not a question of whether or not somebody's coming and sell you something that may be out of market and then you have trouble with it. And what's going to happen, we can get to most of our installations here on the Long Island and the Hudson Valley within a couple of hours. And as you know, for those of you who know Bri-Tech, we do have a 24-hour tech support hotline. We have a call center in the building, and as well as you always get a human being, 24/7, 365. You will get a human being for emergency service technicians on call at night for services to keep things rolling. Technology is an important part of our lives. Going along the lines with digital signage, we have this modular signage system, which posters and wall-mounted signs, all sorts of digital interior signs, all running on our Insprints platform. Now, the Insprints signage platform is unique. One way it's unique is it doesn't cost you anything after you've installed it. We're not selling you a service. Once this is on your systems, on your application, you can service it and you can take care of it. We will, of course, service the equipment, but the technology that makes the programming that makes it work. It's a clean, simple app, and the school can administer it themselves, either for one sign, for an entire building signage, or an entire campus. Um, it is not full of tons of bells and whistles. People can do that now on their own in Canva, in PowerPoint. They have a ton of flexibility of what they can do. So we didn't need an application with all those features and services in it. So we scaled down the application, made it part of the signage, and again, once you've bought it, you own it. There's no monthly maintenance or annual maintenance. We're really proud of this next product is our Coda PA system. You know, people are used to having PA with like knobs and have to have a setting to it. Coda is an intelligent PA system. It's sitting here next to a lighting console, and it has a touchscreen. So the idea here is that there is a touchscreen, in this case in an auditorium, up front. Somebody can come in, use the touchscreen, operate Coda directly, run all the audio, run some video without ever going to the control booth or touching that complicated mixing equipment. When you are having a performance, then and you need an AV person for the performance, in that case, there's a switch mode button, and you switch to booth control, and the booth can be controlled. Why is this important? Many, many auditoriums and schools need an AV person in the booth for even a small presentation. There's always an issue, whatever. Coda is an intelligent PA system, so it handles all of those functionalities that you'd have a tech for right from a little touchscreen, and you don't need a whole team, and you can use that auditorium on a regular basis for presentations and things that are not complicated, and switch it to full theater mode, if you will, when times we can integrate that. In this particular installation, we added Coda to an existing auditorium so they get that functionality. And it's worked very well. Our V-Series lighting, you know, lighting is an important part of a theater, and we've come up with the Value Series lighting. These lighting fixtures, you're basically going to get, you know, 5 fixtures for every 4. It's again, we are buying these products direct. We're sourcing them with known manufacturers. We're using this light right now for this particular presentation, and full DMX control, all the things that you'd expect in the high quality lighting, but not every school has a budget for Broadway level lighting. And if you do, certainly great, go with the big name brands. But if you don't have that budget and want to get a big bang for your buck, the Inference V-Series is going to do that for you. I'm using right now for this presentation our smart lectern, and that lectern is amazing. It's motorized. I can adjust its level up and down for standing or sitting, or maybe you have for a child to do a presentation or a handicapped person to do a presentation, or your basketball star. They use it. It's ADA compliant. It's got a built-in touchscreen, and it is really just a great way to have a clean aesthetic, and it rolls around, very easy to use. Ideal for boardroom applications. What you're seeing in this picture here is a boardroom, and it's also good for auditoriums or for anywhere you'd put it. If you pair this with the 135 I spoke of before, you've got a great setup, and it's just straightforward. Turn it on, it just works. There's not much complication here whatsoever. Our media players, and we've been selling media players for over a decade now, where we provide equipment that stores and delivers the media through processing. This particular media player we have in immersive spaces. It's an i6, and the i3s, these will do projector mapping, where you'll layer a bunch of projectors together, maybe for a cyclorama, or maybe for a large display. Some of our commercial applications you may have seen our i3s or i6s being used for a restaurant to do all the walls as a certain category of visuals, and or to do signage. We have commercial applications where the wall is 40 or 50 feet long, multiple projectors all stitched together as one. These machines do that job. They're all touchscreen controlled, so it's easy for the maitre d' or somebody to make a change. These in a school environment, it's easy for a student or a theatrical director to make changes in things and work with their program. Amazingly powerful machines. They're made here by our techs. We use them right in our own studio, so they definitely are bulletproof. We have them in remote commercial applications, like I said, including restaurants, which may or may not have the greatest care given to them at times. Um, um, Running along the same thing with digital signage, we do have individual players. This particular application is an outdoor application at station yards in Ronkonkoma, which is where the Ronkonkoma Trust is, and that's been using our Inspirance I-Series players. Again, the advantage to this, it's slimmed down, just doing what it's doing. There is no monthly cost. It runs and runs and runs. The simple web application allows you to upload your new videos and lets them run an automatic playlist. The system is resilient, so if you unplug the whole thing, disconnect it, plug it back in again, it runs. If you lose internet, it still runs. It's not, you can't make changes without internet or connectivity, but it'll just keep on running. So this is great. Never have a blank sign. The connection's gone. We just think sometimes a lot of products are overbuilt. This one is underbuilt and just purpose-driven and very successfully deployed. I'm really excited about this, our new cyber booth. The cyber booth that you see here is solid oak, and what drove us to make this particular product is that in previous installations where we were installing a specified console or booth cover, the students are no longer using the large projector rooms as before. They want to be down on the floor like other things. And what we have here is a solid oak device. The one that we were specified before and we were installing was made of low density press board. It was a roll top like this is, but it did not have a track system and it was too high. Little kids could not see over. They couldn't see over because it was so high. These is much lower than you would expect, and it's got a motorized platform in it so that the visual comes up and goes down so that you can utilize it in that capacity. It can store for safety. Some of these lighting boards are like $10,000. Knowing it's locked and secured, it's fine. Again, it's solid oak. We've got schools already buying these after they see it. They say this is something that's going to last a generation. We know it for sure, and we're really proud of that product. We've just got 2 of them delivered yesterday, and they'll be going out to schools in the next few weeks. Our immersive classroom product, this is a new product we're working on. It's in dev. We have a number of these with schools interested in what's next for immersive learning. I'm going to do a whole expose on this as it goes. We're building the samples here. This is using the projection mapping technology that we've used, our i6 and i3 players, which are proven technology, in order to build an enhanced space. So you might take a larger classroom or a space that's for performance and put this in there as a projector, and the kids can go on an internal field trip. It can be used for teaching. It can be the teacher gets a gyroscopic mouse and pause and stop, and really can take people through the universe, take them through the human body and history, and explore different civilizations. All that content, we have an actual app that we've done and consolidated a lot of the content that was built for the 3D goggles. You remember how popular they were? A lot of that content, including content from the Smithsonian, from NASA and stuff, that content's available, ready, and most of it is free. There are other services that you can pay for some content. This particular system is content agnostic, so it can take content from anything that you'd like. You literally could buy a GoPro 360 and have your students do a 360 expose of history in your local town and then show it here. An amazing opportunity. We are investing heavily in this process and coming soon from our team. Many schools are considering the digital world and are putting in podcasting studios or regular TV studios. We certainly know that market pretty well, having our own studio here and producing content here since COVID and before actually, but literally a live TV production studio here at the Bri-Tech offices, so we know this pretty well. We have regular podcasting happening here on a regular basis. So we're able to take that that knowledge and competency and write the specification for the room for you and make sure that we're delivering to you a package that's going to be worked. What we can do beyond that is we can give you experiential training, how to get the best out of it, how to make sure the audio is right, post-production, lower thirds, how to use DaVinci Resolve, OBS, all these things we have been using, and we have some great staff that can help with making that curriculum work right. Again, video production studio the same way, auditorium, lighting and sound, and the other products that we carry that are all what you need. Our new line of products for last week are is our digital award display system. Again, no cost, no monthly fee. This is an application that runs on your systems through our players and allows you to have a touchscreen solution for recognitions and awards. You may have, decades of awards from school history, academic awards, athletic awards, other historical things that have happened in the school, including the current things that are happening. Having a interactive digital display, either in a kiosk form or a wall form, is something we think every school is going to have. And we can help with that entire process. We can help develop the aesthetic of that space. And maybe it's a main lobby, maybe it's an athletic lobby, and we can build that entire process for you in a design and then build that out so that it's something that when people are waiting for a game to start or whatever, they can go over and get some history and really fall in love with the history of the school and make sure that the students today are getting recognized. So this is just a short list. You can go to our website, Bri-Tech.com, and see the number of products we have here. Many of these products are available through Young Equipment. It is our authorized New York State dealer for all of our products and such, and in most cases they have them on the contracts for schools and such. So you can contact us for information on this equipment, or if you're a school district looking to order any of these things on our site, contact Young Equipment, who's a well-known 48-year-old school equipment provider of high regard, and we're happy to be partners with them. And that's what's new from Bri-Tech. Have a great day.